Yo, what's up, chat? Welcome back, everyone. Time to go balls deep. Today we got One Piece chapter 1170, and what's that? 1170. Yep. And sadly, we don't got Sid or Suraj in today with the holiday season. Everyone's jam packed, so you lot have to just deal with me and my yapping today. But yes, just to continue on from what we left off, guys. A shout out to everyone on chat. JEA, yo, Jalal. Late OP. Oh my god, what are you saying, bro? Shayef X Am. Bro, I'm butchering your name. Not gonna lie, I couldn't stop laughing after reading the leaks about Ragnar. So yeah, I actually read the leaks as well. So I put out a tweet the other day, yeah, about Ragnar, right? Before it came out, the full leaks came out. They just showed a scroll, and I'm like, damn, Loki can't have a scroll fruit, yeah, over the generations. But yeah, I mean, the idea a fruit can be merged with a item or object, yeah, is a thing. Vegapunk made it real, right? Vegapunk done it with Funkreed, done it with Cerberus, yeah. And he literally said, "I'm only inspired by the old technology of the ancient kingdom." Mother Flame is based off Father Flame. Oh, God knows what the original energy source was. His robots are based off Emeth, and so on and so forth. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe he got inspired, yeah, through ancient technology. I mean, the ancient kingdom, and that's how he came up with the idea to merge devil fruits, the zone ones, into inanimate objects. So yeah, I'm actually quite excited, man. So I haven't read the chapter yet. I just saw the leaks, like probably like most of you guys. So let's just get into this, yeah. All right, let me pull up the chapter. What you guys saying, chat? How's things? How's your holidays being? I mean, a lot of people, yeah, are celebrating Christmas. Some of you guys are not. But like, what do you guys do in your holidays? Like, do you guys just chill at home and just watch movies and shit? Like, what can you do? I got kids in it, so that's what we do. That's what we do. All right, let's start. Yeah. So nice. Got that Kagura Bachi. Is that Ichi the Witch? Sakamoto Days. I don't know what that anime is. Over there. Oh, there you go. They got JJK. Some OG animes. Anyways, let's go. Hi, cool plays. All right. This is a nice cover art. We got a cover request by 420 IN Jimbe as a ticket clerk for a Eel train. This is cute. Okay, let's go straight into it. Where can you read it? You can read along with us. Zumair, you can read along with us right now, right here. Okay. Wait, let me just make this smaller so you guys can see that chapter. Yeah. All right, perfect. So if you guys remember last chapter, I can't put it on link, guys. Come on, man. You want us to get striked? Do you want us to be like completely taken out of YouTube? What do you think this is, you know? Put it on chat. What are you saying? Usually what we used to do is go in Discord. And on Discord, I used to like do stage, and everyone could read along with us. But like now, because we managed to like we can stream it on the stream. So yeah, you just have to read along with me right here. A pretty chill guy said, "Is One Piece close to ending finally?" I think there was a tweet by Pew, and he mentioned how Oda is planning to end things very quickly, and next year. So next year we're gonna have a lot of things gonna happen next year. Actually, we're gonna have probably the end of this arc in Elbalf. We're gonna go straight to Laugh Tale, and then after Laugh Tale, there's gonna be the war. Because now they kind of got everything set on stage. I was saying this for a while now. I was saying that maybe a couple of years ago when right in the middle of Wano, I was saying that listen, Elbalf is gonna be Laugh Tale is gonna be some battle royale. It won't be just Luffy getting there. It's going to be Shanks. It's going to be Luffy. It's going to be Blackbeard. I think Law's going to be found by Luffy's crew, and he's going to somehow tag along. I really want Law to come to Laugh Tale. I love Law, innit? And technically, he's kind of like an honorary member of the Straw Hats. It was the Alliance, but he's kind of like an honorary member. So he's going to be there. I think Buggy's going to be there with Mihawk and my guy Crocodile. So it's gonna be like a battle royale, and everyone's gonna find out the truth. But the main villain of the story, Blackbeard came out as an antagonist, right? But the main villain is obviously the devil. So then it's gonna be the final war against the celestial government, and we know that Blackbeard, yeah, obviously his father was killed by them as well. So it makes sense that there's gonna be like a temporary alliance. But yeah, okay. Paul, again, where can you read the chapter? You have to read along with us. I can't share the link. But you can definitely read on Shonen Jump and Viz when it comes out. Okay, Zamir 69. All right, but you guys know all the bull, so I kind of get lost in between. Yeah, we're gonna explain shit. Don't worry. And yes, my amps, just me today. Sid and Suraj couldn't make it. Again, it's very hectic these few days. Everyone's off. Well, not everyone. A lot of people are off. We are uploading the chapter review today. Sid voiced it earlier, and I think he's knocked out now. Hopefully we'll get out tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna put Jujutsu Kaisen. Pretty chill, guy. So you think it will end next? No, it's not going to end next year. Oh, no way, man. I think we're going to have it until maybe 5 more years. Free. I mean, like, more. He's aiming for 2 to 3 years. Oda said, like, yeah, it's going to end in 2 to 3 years. But I don't think realistically it can. Like, we got like in a year, you maximum have like maybe 50 chapters with little to no breaks. There's normally like 45 chapters, I would say, in a year. Because he posts every like he misses he posts 3 times a week, yeah. So I would say like 36 chapters in a month. Now 36 chapters, you think this is gonna end in 36 chapters? Nah. Maybe like I would say maybe another 200-300 chapters. Yeah, and I agree with Jose. I don't want it to be rushed because, bro, why would you rush such a masterpiece? A lot of like I don't want to say it, like Black Clover and Demon Slayer, people can argue with that. A lot of the OGs, wait, let me just hold up a second. I'm getting a call. My brother. What are you back? Okay, what's the thing? Yeah, a lot of the OGs shonen mangas, yeah, they have unfortunately not the best ending. It could be better, but I don't know. I think Jose. I think the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen was alright. I didn't mind it because the way they did Sukuna's boss fight, yeah, it's like one of the best boss fights I have ever seen. Like compare that to Muzan. Muzan was atrocious. Muzan only was ripping his hair back and forth. It was not as fleshed out as it could have been. Like I did like Kokushobo and all of the other I'd say Demon Moons, but Muzan himself was dead. Let's be real, right? Whereas Sukuna was such a great raid fight, which I can't really take anything from that. Maybe it was rushed a little bit with how they concluded things, but I think Jujutsu Kaisen has one of the better endings. Same thing with Naruto. A lot of people shit on Naruto's ending, yeah, but Naruto ending wasn't that bad. I get it. Look, okay, Kaguya coming out of nowhere, the whole Black Zetsu saying it was all part of my plan, Madara. I get that, yeah. Like I get that. Initially, I didn't like it, but I think it was not that bad. I'll be honest with you. It was alright. I think Naruto had one of the better endings. My Hero Academia, a lot of people shit on that too. I think that had okay ending. It could have been better, but I didn't mind that either. People took the piss out of it. For Neville, so My Hero ending was understandable but lame. Yeah, that's exactly how I found it. It was just lame. You get me? But it's kind of predictable. We all predicted it. If you go back to our videos, we were saying from the get-go. I'll be honest, guys. I still haven't finished Yu Yu Hakusho. I watched it, yeah, until the tournament arc, and that's it. I dropped it after that. And I'm not even caught up to Hunter x Hunter, so that's my next goal after when I get time, hopefully. Because obviously I watched the anime. Anime is OG. After the anime, what I'm gonna do is this year. Before the anime gets the manga starts coming back, I'm gonna start streaming Hunter x Hunter. So I'm gonna continue from where Hunter x Hunter left off and read it onwards. I'm gonna have to do that on my ones. And yes, guys. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So most shonens don't really have the best ending. It's really hard to end a series. I think sometimes they're kind of forced to end it. Like Tabata, I think his wife is sick or something like that. So I kind of understand where Black Clover, it seems a bit rushed or a bit cookie cutter and so on and so forth. Pretty chill guy said, is One Piece the greatest anime of all time? Yeah, it's definitely the GOAT. Like right now, yeah, can you name me any anime which is like going on like One Piece? We are on 1,000 chapters plus. Naruto, when it was running, it was sick. It was 10 out of 10. Yeah, then it came to end. And I don't know any manga artist here that can continue doing what Oda's doing, yeah? You got OG, look at Hajime no Ippo. You can go at Hajime no Ippo, but it's not even about Ippo anymore. It's just about the universe. Yeah, but even so, yeah, like you're not gonna get a lot of mangas like One Piece. You're not. It's the end. We're finished with the era where we're gonna have 1,000 chapters plus. Yeah, Detective Conan. Yeah, OG animes that from the back in the days where you can continue on. I can even see that. Even JoJo, you can even say But I think new artists, I don't think they're gonna go up to 1,000 plus. Like we got Kagurabachi, I don't. That's not gonna happen. We got Ichi the Witch. We got all of these new animes and mangas coming out, and I can't see them hitting maybe more than 500 chapters. I just don't see it. Or maybe like even maybe 500 chapters, but yeah, how many chapters? I don't know. I don't think it's one writer. Forever. I can't even say it. Forever. I don't believe it's one writer. Okay, let's continue. Let's actually read the chat. Let's read One Piece, guys. What are we doing? Alright, forgive me because I'm a bit sick, so but if I can't pronounce it, it's because of my dyslexia. Anyways, the hammer sneak attack. So he's trying to guard the hammer's guarding the devil fruit, which is like that's why no one for a long time had the opportunity to eat it. I guess you have to be deemed worthy. But this is like a desperate moment. So like Loki's like, I'm not playing about. I need that fruit. Bastard! Who threw that hammer? Come out! Come on out! There's got to be someone here. Whatever. I have to eat the devil fruit. Squeak. Crack, crack. Oh my god. This hammer, bro. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way it's that heavy. Oh my god, this is sick, because it's like Mjolnir, isn't it? It's like, the weight of the hammer must be insane. The hell is going on? Is this decrepit old castle just falling apart? He can't understand how the hammer's like acting on his own. Okay. Your efforts are futile, Loki. Generations of rulers have watched over that devil fruit, yet for centuries it has gone uneaten. Not by choice, but because no one could eat it. The hammer is a rat. Nah, bro, it's just a freaking squirrel. Nah, you know, guys, let me pull this up here. I think it was called stop. Let me put our tweet out, man. I put it on the tweet. Let me go to our tweet. Actually, got the full. Let me put out a shout out to. I'm gonna butcher your name. Forgive me, Rick Ciardillo. I butchered it, didn't I? Thanks for the full $5. Who is your favorite anime character in general and favorite One Piece character? That's a hard question because I watched a lot of anime. Look, general, I'll be honest, I like a lot of anime characters. I like Naruto. Naruto I grew up with because I related to. I watched Naruto when I was very young. I was like maybe 12, 14 years old, and I related to Naruto. I really did. Yeah. So I don't know. I think I would say Naruto, OG Naruto, but generally speaking, maybe Onizuka. If you guys watch Great Teacher Onizuka and if you watched it and then read the manga, you're gonna, bro. I know this guy is just a legend, yeah. And I like Lelouch and all these OG, but I think I'll go vote for them too. Naruto and Great Teacher Onizuka, like Onizuka. Now, obviously, from One Piece, because I separated those two questions. For One Piece, I have to say, yeah, it's kind of cliche me saying Luffy, but Luffy, 100%, yeah. But yeah, if I had to leave like the basic answers out, because I love Luffy, I like Zoro, I like basically what everyone else would like, but hands down, yeah, I like Law. Trafalgar Law, I think he has one of the saddest backstories. If you guys don't remember his backstory, it's so sad, man. Like having a sickness, being around people, your father's a doctor, your family's getting sick, and you're all that sick. It's like you get deemed like a virus, and it's just sad. His whole backstory was very sad. I like his character in general. I like how his relationship with Corazon. I like everything about Law. I like Law's power. Shambles! It's like Law is like hands down amazing. Oh yeah, Brook is good too. I like Brook's backstory. You know, Ardle's trying to catch up to One Piece, right? He basically he's midway through Wano now. He's gonna catch up soon, hopefully. But he was talking about Thriller Bark, yeah, and he was saying, nah, that was a shit arc. He was telling me how he didn't like it. But I'm like, the best takeaway from that arc was Brook's backstory. When he had that backstory, and I swear to God, I was crying. I know it sounds really like, what are you doing? But I was crying on the dog scene in the beginning of the freaking show, man. When the dog was like, when Buggy was destroying shit, yeah, and you got the dog. Like I was crying up because of that. I'm just saying that it was very emotional, and Brook's got a really really sad backstory. Shanks is chill. I like Shanks too. I like a lot of the, like One Piece. Like it's very hard to like not like any of the characters. Even Blackbeard. A lot of people think Blackbeard is a devil. He's very bad, but he's an anti-hero. He's not even a hero, to be honest. He's a bad guy. He's straight up bad guy. But I like Roger. I like his father. I like Roger. Roger was such a great character. All right, let's continue reading the chapter now, man. Oh yeah, I wanted to quickly show you something. That's why I went to the Twitter. So there it is. So basically, oh, not the Nidhogg. That's what I think. I think Loki has a Nidhogg type of fruit, or maybe Fenrir. But I want to show you guys about the hammer. I put this out like a couple of days ago when the scroll thing came out. I said, there's no way Loki has a scroll fruit. I just didn't believe that shit when it came out. But I said, his hammer, yes. And I said it could be this, yeah. Because if you guys played the God of War series, it's sick, guys. You guys need to play that shit. Yeah. Yeah, I was crying. I was crying from bro, yeah, the dog is cute, man. It's so sad. Anyway, so this, yeah, this is obviously from God of War as well, but this is a squirrel who basically is very famous in the Norse mythology. And it runs up and down the world tree of Yggdrasil. And we know that the world tree in One Piece, or the Adam fruit, is basically inspired from Yggdrasil, right? And this scroll, yeah, it sends messages from back and forth. It's also like a thematically, yeah, it feels like a guardian. So I'm like, bro, the hammer being this squirrel, or the rattle squirrel, I can't say it properly, zone fruit, it makes a lot of sense. And it's also linked to Nidhogg. This fruit is linked to Nidhogg, because Nidhogg, yeah, is like a dragon, serpent dragon that's sitting on the base of the Yggdrasil on hell, like which Loki was tied up around. I don't know, guys, read this tree I put out, man. I kind of explained it here as well. There it is. I said, yeah, that Loki, yeah, having this fruit makes a lot of sense, because, yeah, he's sitting, he's tied and chained in the base of the tree, right? Just right at the roots of the tree. He chained around that. And then Loki also said, yeah, he made the underground, or it's called hell, his playground, which he did, right? And Yggdrasil is literally living there. He chills there, and then he gnaws at the base of the fruit, base of the tree. And what else? My guy's literally just sitting there, and what he can do is probably gnaw at the tree. He can like eat, like chew from the tree. I don't know. I think Nidhogg makes a lot of sense. But let's come back to the chapter. Did you just say Roger is Blackbeard's? No, not Roger. Rox. Oh, did I misspoke? I'm sorry. But Rox. Rox is, I like Blackbeard's father, Rox. And even though we got a little bit of his backstory, I genuinely feel that is enough to say, yeah, he's hands down one of my favorite characters. And the reason being is, like, I get it, yeah. Like, most of his crew members, hands down, were kind of like they were like unruly people. And he didn't kind of decide who's gonna. He didn't like do a morality check on every single person that's part of his crew, and that might be a problem because obviously one of them backstabbed him. However, and because of them, yeah, the whole situation of God Valley happened in his case. Yeah, Shaki got stolen because of that as well. But yeah, seriously speaking, I do believe, yeah, he was a good person. He never, like, we haven't seen him attack civilians, even when he robbed from the from like outside the government. He robbed, that was it, the church or whatever it was. They were corrupt. He only stole from the rich, yeah, where they were corrupt, and it was like everything he did, yeah, I kind of like stood for it in some ways. Obviously, he's a pirate in the end of the day, but and maybe the ends, sorry, the means doesn't justify the ends, and he might be not thinking that way, but like I don't even blame him, man. Like my guy Imu's like doing his treachery bullshit for like years. You think he doesn't need to do what he has to do? And he's probably reading Davy's journal, and he's thinking that like this is the only way to do it. This is the only way to beat Emu. Because Davy, and that's another backstory I explained, I believe Davy was someone that was after Joy Boy, and he didn't believe in waiting 900 years into the future to topple topple Emu. But Joy Boy, when he lost against Emu, he probably his future sight kicked in, right? That's my headcanon. His future sight kicked in, and he saw Emu lose, but Luffy had to do it, right? Luffy was a representation of that. After getting clarification from Madame Sharky's probably ancestor, he mapped out the poneglyphs, and the poneglyphs were important for the future because he realized if it's gonna happen 900 years from now. But imagine the prince of the ancient kingdom, the prince who's supposed to be the next king. He's like, bro, what? I have to wait 900 years? We have to wait 900 years to take out this corrupt devil. I'm not doing that. So he went on his own little expedition, right? That's what I think. I think he went on his own expedition, and it failed, but then he clocked the way to beat Emu was basically with his fruit. And I think Davy had like a spirit no me. But regardless of that, it was going to be the Blackbeard's fruit. It's going to be the fruit that my guy Loki has. And I do believe it's going to be Luffy's fruit. Those three fruits together, they are going to be key in defeating Emu. And I think Davy knew that. And he wrote it down on his journal, and it was passed down in generations, and Rox took it upon himself to execute that will of Davy. But yeah, obviously Davy went to a different path to defeat Emu. He didn't want to wait and play the long game of 900 years He didn't want to do that. He wanted to take it upon his own hands. That's why I think Davy and Joy Boy, they have a little bit of a parallel, but you know, they're in a different line. Okay, what's your prediction for One Piece ending? 100% Imu's gonna get toppled. Blackbeard, Luffy, and my guy Loki, all these guys are gonna have to work together to bring Imu down. Once Blackbeard touches Imu, a lot of his power and his connection to his subordinates should temporarily at least be cut off. That will kill a lot of them because they're kind of living for a long time, and without the immortality juice, how would they even survive? They'll die instantly, right? So I'm expecting that to happen. If their link is severed to Imu, I can't see them living, because their immortality stems on Imu. It doesn't stem on their own ability. Well, so once that happens, Imu's gonna go full on, because he's not siphoning his energy amongst his crew, amongst his subordinates or servants, whoever. And then he's gonna go full on Zoan mode, and it will be the devil in him. And I think the devil in him is the main antagonist, and not even Imu. Maybe Imu got tricked, or maybe Imu was just like the same like pettiness, whatever Imu had. But the devil itself is the problem, right? Devil's gonna get taken out. That's gonna happen. GG. Maybe Blackbeard will end up still fighting Luffy, because Blackbeard had a different way to govern the world after winning. Luffy slaps him up. Then they're gonna have a big giant party in it. And the new Marines here. We got Kobe. You got all of the new OG Marines gonna take over, and they're gonna make a government, democracy. The new kings like Shirahoshi. Every kingdom that Luffy freaking liberated is gonna be part of this great circle to bring peace to the world. Piracy will still be like something bad, because there'll be bad pirates, but there'll be a bit more freedom in the sea. They're gonna break the red line. They're gonna make traveling to different regions much more easier. The Calm Belt will be controlled. Yeah, I mean, because the problem with Calm Belt is so many Sea Kings, right? So once you got Poseidon working together, Poseidon will tell the Sea Kings, listen, look, pave a way for people to travel between all four seas. So all blue there'll be a region, yeah, where everything connects will be called all blue. Sanji will be basically being, you know, he'll get his dream. What else will happen? Yeah, the Neo Marines, and most importantly, Luffy will get a nice giant big party in the end of the. My guy Usopp will trick shot Imu on Ross is my guess. Yeah, I like that. Imagine Usopp takes the freaking dub. Lost. He takes the kill shot. All right. Let's continue back to the chapter, man. I'm yapping way too much. What will be the One Piece? I think there was an interview with Oja saying One Piece is a physical thing, but I always felt like One Piece was the fact the world will be in one piece. I know it sounds so cliche, like the red line being destroyed, the freaking, but you get it. The world is separated. It's all like this, like the people on the top in Marijoa. It's all like divided, right? You got the elites. You got different the bottom feeders that people are seen as the worst of the worst, are the fishmen, the right at the bottom of the sea, and so on and so forth. Yeah, and the humans, depending on their allegiance to the government, they're higher in the hierarchy. All of that will be destroyed. That type of system. The world physically is also divided. That will be destroyed, and then eventually the world will be in one piece. Remember, everyone will be under one dawn. That's how I see the end of One Piece, and what One Piece is. And but when it comes to physical item, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It could be a sake, like Bink sake, who knows? I don't know. It could be like that sake, yeah, that was 900-year-old sake, where everyone is so, it'll just, every time you pour it out, yeah, it refills, and you can't, and that's why everyone's gonna be coming together to drink from that sake. You get it? And that's why it'll be a party for everybody. Who knows? Yeah. All right, mate, hold up. All right, let's continue reading this. But why did they laugh when they found it? I think the idea of party for everyone, that sounds silly and funny, innit? Like everyone be just laughing and having a great time. That's why. But maybe there's something actually physically funny. I also think, Long Ring, Long Land Island. I'm just going at it, guys. Damn. I honestly think that was a fight. A fight happened in that island where Joy Boy changed the whole demographic and infrastructure of that island, and his haki just got imbued into the island, and the population and the roots of every single organism in that island and animals, their biological structure changed, and that's why it's long and stretchy because of Joy Boy. I could be wrong though. Buggy challenges Imu to a Davy fight. Yeah. No. You think Imu would actually freaking care about that? He hates Davy. Alright. So anyways, we continue. Where we at? Oh yeah, but okay. So he says, yet for centuries it has gone uneaten, not by choice, but because no one could eat it. Ragnar simply hasn't deemed anyone worthy. But with my current strength, oh shit, because he wants to take over, innit? But no way. You got Shanks, you got Gabon. They're like, nah, not gonna let it happen. Those wounds are already causing him a lot of pain. His healing abilities are struggling to keep up. Don't let up, and he'll eventually be driven into a corner. Folks like him are weak to Conqueror's Haki coating. Gabon, you dare oppose me? I am the king of Elbalf. Then Gabon's like, you bet. We can't let you run wild just cause you gone crazy. Gabon-san, you're familiar with the weakness of the Knights of Gods? I can't remember how many times they tried to take you back. Okay, yeah, a bit of lore here, guys. A bit of lore. Yes, my guys. Okay, so I saw this in the leaks as well. I actually saw this. I read this up in the leaks. So I want to see what the actual the translation. So apparently, yeah, the God's Knights were like, after Shanks, once they knew Shanks is part of the ship, obviously because he's the twin brother of Shamrock. Yeah, they kind of clocked that this kid is the same. So they try to kidnap him back, and Roger and Gabon and obviously Rayleigh were trying to fight them. So these guys know how to fight the God's Knights, and all of them have the immortality. I'm guessing they have it from maybe they have this same how do you say it? Mark, the exact same mark. So they know how to fight them, and I guess it's because if they don't have Conqueror's Haki, because most of them don't have Conqueror's Haki. In fact, not many of the freaking Celestial Dragons should have Conqueror's Haki, because Conqueror's Haki is like the will, the freedom of being. How can you be oppressed and have a Conqueror's Haki yet? Like even what's his name again? Duffy having Conqueror's Haki made a lot of sense. Because Duffy, even though he was the son of a Don Quixote, and he wasn't like, his father just left the Celestial Dragons and whatnot. He felt so enraged because he felt he was strong. He felt he wanted more. His will was so powerful. That's why it manifested into Haki. And yeah, that's why Duffy, he has Conqueror's Haki, yet his father hadn't. I don't think his father had Conqueror's Haki. I think sometimes you can skip a line, or you don't necessarily have to have a father or a progeny with Conquerors. You can just be a person who is just blessed by heaven to get Conquerors. Obviously, I think your odds are higher. Obviously, your father has it, your father has it. That increases the odds. But yep, Jose, Holy Knights are bum ass. They couldn't even use Conqueror's Haki. They're trash. And Gabanya literally revealed him. Okay, he said, that redhead boy, we know you have him. He looks just like our captain's son. Hand him over. Back then, I'd slice him up and we'll send them packing. Oh yeah, the Summer's guy didn't mention something like that. Those were the days. Frankly, it's surprising that a fighting force like that originates from the Holy Land. Most Celestial Dragons are useless. Those guys consider themselves divine, living sedentary lives and keeping well clear of our world. Meanwhile, my life was always giving me the chills. Oh, that's sad. You can call that fate. Gabon's son, I want to save Harold, but you're the one who told me how hopeless it is once someone becomes a Knight of God. I'm afraid Loki's our best bet. Okay, so they gave up. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm a bit confused because, I mean, the leaks, maybe I'm going to read it later, but the leaks said, yeah, that they can't use Conqueror's Haki over here so far. I haven't read that, but maybe they're gonna explain it a bit in a bit. Okay, so basically, we go back to Loki, and then Loki's talking to the hammer. Don't make me repeat myself. Move it, hammer. You're basically the national treasure guardian. How can you even move? What is going on? I am so boom over this. And as he says that, his hammer just shatters, man. You can't compare that to Ragnar. Ah, my hammer. Oh shit, it actually hurt him though. The Ragnar is in pain. That's kind of cute. Come on, guys, man. Oh, this cooking. I like this. You know what this is a shout out to? If you guys don't remember Dragon Ball, like Dragon Ball, yeah, you had Pyar and you had Oolong. And they could transform into things like weapons and shit like that. That reminds me of Pyar and Wulong. And another, I think it was GT, if I remember correctly. GT had like one of these type of like similar, like scroll type of aliens or whatever deities, and they could also turn into hammer. I don't know. It give me Dragon Ball Z vibes, but obviously it's a reference to Ratoskur. I can't say it. I'm butchering it. Or the drill tooth or boar tooth is a squirrel who runs up the down the world tree. This obviously this Norse mythological squirrel. So yeah, be gone. How are we supposed to end this? Okay. So well, honestly, I never fought one who has conquerors too. Okay, yeah. So that's what people are saying, yeah. So I guess it's not explicitly explained, but what they're saying here is that Gaban saying, honestly, I never fought one who has conquerors too. That means that the gods' knights are fodder. Yep. I don't know. 7589. It's basically they didn't have conquerors, and that's why they were able to Gaban, Roger, and Rayleigh were able to use their conquerors haki, imbue it onto their attacks, similar to Rio, but again another advanced version of that, and that's how they were able to sever the connection between Imu and. It makes sense. If you guys don't know, haki works in a way it nullifies devil fruits, right? We all knew that from the get go, and what haki is, you're imposing your will onto someone else, and if your will is stronger than their will, then their devil fruit, literally becomes nullified. The problem with Big Mom against Law and Kid, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do that with Law and Big Mom because she had a greater haki than both of them. However, if you're fighting someone like Smoker, for instance, I don't want to shit on Smoker, but let's be honest, man. What is he? He's just a weak ass guy, man. Smoker, man. What are you doing? Level up. He's like a He's like a Gramps, yeah. He's like a freaking Unk, and he's just playing with Luffy and shit, yeah. We had back in the days, Garp. You have Garp. Roger's freaking rival was Garp in that sense, yeah. Like, but well, you can't compare Smoker to Garp. But I guess now we've got Kobe, right? Kobe is he's a great new asset to the Navy. But regardless, you got someone like Smoker. Against Luffy can just punch him up, and he won't be affected, so he can bypass his Logia fruit. Likewise with Ace and so on and so forth. If you have a haki greater than theirs, it bypasses them. And Conqueror's haki is the pinnacle of haki. So it makes sense that if you apply it to a person who's attached to Imu, who's siphoning Imu's devil fruit powers, and you bust them up here, their connection or Imu's devil fruit at that point of time, because it's not 100%. It just is weakened, isn't it? I guess the second stage doesn't give the full power. So if it means that you can trump the regeneration. I guess it's harder for the god to say because I think they got the third or fourth. Yeah, they got the third stage of the mark, the third covenant. So I guess they got more of Imu's power and haki and devil fruit. So you need a great amount of conquerors, a great amount of haki to nullify their power. Yeah, shout out to my wife, man. She's vacuuming. So if you hear that in the background, you know what that is. All right, so yeah, and then now we got oh my god, my poor guy over here. Yeah, he got his head busted in, right? And he says, "Soldiers!" I'm surprised he didn't lose his memories right here and right now. Soldiers, stop Harold! We can't allow him to get his hands on that devil fruit. Yeah. And he's just like, everyone's just a piece of cake. Everyone's get slapped up. It's not even a problem for Harold. I feel bad for them. I can't really lie. Wait, the Radiator said, why couldn't Big Mom nullify Law and Kid's devil fruit during their fight? I think, do you know what it is? And I think it's like they had an equal amount of haki. And if you have enough haki, like remember, was it Law? Yeah, Law against Blackbeard. His powers did work to change his gender, right? And then his haki, or was it the other way around? But the haki, his haki was able to change and then change back. So you can get, if you're weaker haki, you can do it, but then you have to infuse more haki into it to revert the effects of the devil fruit. So I think it did, like Law and Kid, I think they did get affected by Big Mom, right? Actually, no, they couldn't get affected by their attack didn't really work on Big Mom. It was just more physical attacks, if you guys remember. They had to use the third stage, the Awakening. And the Awakening applies more haki, I think. And we know Law has conquerors, right? Am I mistaken? He has conquerors. So I think it kind of matches up. I don't think one is greater than another. And the difference has to be big, in my opinion. It can't be like a small little difference. I think it has to be quite big to like completely override someone's ability. Okay, so you got that squirrel. The squirrel is like, oh my god, is that how small this fruit is? What the heck? Wait, let me zoom in. Am I tripping? Or they just draw it like that because he just didn't want to draw. It's like a seed. Hey, guys, what the frick? I shout out to forever for never. That's another good point. Because Jinbei, for instance, like her power move, it didn't work on Jinbei not because of his haki. It worked because on the belief he had on, like, he had no fear, right? Zero fear on against Big Mom. He trusted his captain Luffy is stronger than Big Mom, and he's gonna be the Pirate King. So yeah, 100%. It depends on the clause per se of each Devil Fruit power. Like Logia is dependent on tangibility. You understand? So I guess that makes sense against Logias, but powers which is like unique, like it has other claws and other effects. I think it has to work within that paradigm. Anyway, this is such a tiny fruit. Yeah, it's like a nut. I guess the squirrel's after protecting his nuts, isn't it? That sounds so dodgy. Wait, give me a second. Okay, so basically he eats it and then instantly he changes. So yes, it's a zone fruit. What kind of clocked is a zone fruit? Roar! I just like, okay, guys, I'm actually excited. What the frick? Okay, so now, yeah, this can mean two things. It can still is a beast. We know it's a beast. I was saying it's a Nidhogg. It's like a giant dragon. It's a dragon. That's my and I guess we're having different debates within the crew, right? And we were posing the idea that it's the soul fruit, is the sun god, because he was saying I'm the sun god. So he has the power of the sun, but I don't think that's the case because, like, he's not. It's definitely a Zoan. I was saying is like I said it for a while. Yes, I said it I explained it on the tweet. That's Nidhogg, and the foreshadowing is insane if it's Nidhogg. Just read bro, guys, just read my tweet, man. I've been busting out the JJK tweet though. It's actually what I'm trying to say is, look, if it's Nidhogg, and the panel, look, this panel over here, yeah. I know, yeah, Oda done this based on a fan request, but he specifically drew this panel. How do you say? Of a dragon, of a purple dragon. I'm not talking about like no puffing the purple dragon type of shit. I'm talking about this actual purple dragon here, right? And like, think about it. Look, they all look like they're all part of the same crew. And if you guys remember, I believe Oda also did a fan art of before. I think it was it was way back here before before Wano, and we saw a dragon. We saw the same dragon that Momonosuke turned into in its adult form. If you guys can bring up that panel or bring up the cover art, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Guys, pop the magic dragon led by the sea, 100%. But think about it. If Oda does big brain foreshadowings in his cover art, yeah, which he has done before, why can't that be Loki? Look at that eyes. The eyes, yeah, it's obviously Loki has that little serpent eyes and it's a bit different, but it could be this. Could be. Look at the tongue. The tongue is coming out. Loki tongue comes out. I'm just trying to say it could be Loki. And that's why, and this dragon could be a reference to Nidhogg. Because Nidhogg is a dragon. And like, oh, look at the claws. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah? That's 5 fingers. Dragons can have 4 claws. It doesn't have to have 5 freaking claws. But that's like a humanoid freaking claws. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Okay, fine. Even if it's not, it could be a freaking wolf. It could be Fenrir. I'm just saying. It could be Fenrir or Nidhogg. Now he roars. This guy, yeah, I don't understand. You're telling me, yeah, just think about it. You're telling me, for God knows how long, we had freaking kings after kings of Elbalf. This scroll, obviously, Ragnar, was protecting this devil fruit. No one was able to eat it. And right now, yeah, he just got slapped up, beaten, and then the fruit got stolen. What? By Loki. That means base Loki, without the fruit, is insanely strong. Because look, his hammer, even though it got destroyed, he left the damage on the hammer. He's crying. This freaking. Oh yeah, I like the idea, guys. Shout out to this it could be I can't say it. Yomundur, yeah, which is also like a serpent, like a world. I think it's a world serpent, if I believe. If you guys if you're not familiar, bro, guys, you need to play God of War. I always take the piss, man. I go next to this giant serpent and I try to freaking attack it and see if it gets. I can. Oh, there it is. This is the God of War picture of it. The game. It could be this as well. That makes sense. But I think, yeah, I think what's the name again? Loki could be this. Generally, I do believe it could be this. Or could be like I said, Nidhogg. Could be Fenrir. I'm more leaning towards this though. I agree with that. But yeah, the issue is, yeah, I think, you know how like you got Shirahoshi, and Shirahoshi's essence is a reincarnation of Poseidon. I think, yeah, even without the fruit, I was saying that Jormundur is actually a reincarnate. The essence of Jormundur is inside Loki without the fruit. Does that make sense? And he has the power to control beast. giant beast, and that's why he's very friendly with the beast. Or obviously beat them up, yeah, but he can understand them on the bottom of underground floor because of his inherent trait, not because of the devil fruit. So that's why I didn't mention what was it, Yormungur. I think that he is Yormungur. Do you understand? I could be wrong. Could be no. He's linked to the. He's actually the how do you say it? The devil fruit. But I think the devil fruit, he has the power of something else, which is Nidhogg or Fenrir, where, yeah, but it could be this. But I always believe that he was inherently a reincarnation of this mythical beast or mythical creature, similar to Poseidon. Poseidon, like few people forget, yeah, Poseidon, the previous queen that Joy Boy was close to about 800 years ago. She was the queen of how do you say it? Of the fish people, but she had the power of Poseidon. You understand? And Poseidon has the power to control fish, like fish people, it's not fish people, was the sea kings and whatnot, right? Now, what I'm thinking is that I said this already. Morsa that Loki's talking to is Poseidon, is Shirahoshi. Morsa and Loki are two of the same coin. They are destined to marry. They're destined to be together. They are going to be a couple. Loki and Shirahoshi, they have to be a couple. They're around the same age, like mentally, because obviously, even though he's a giant, if you divide it by 3, he comes up to be around the same age, or a bit older than Shirahoshi. They're gonna marry. Their fathers were friends. They were very close friends. You had Herald and you had Neptune. They were buddies. That's why the idea is that Neptune had a freaking snail directly talking to Herald back in the days. And then when Loki was locked up, yeah, he kept his father's snail, which talks to Fish Island. And then obviously at that point of time, yeah, Shirahoshi was locked in a freaking room because she was told not to leave because there was a madman, Vanderdecken, after her. So she was trapped in her room. Loki was chained up. They both had similar stories. They both found snails from the father's office or father's room, and they start talking to each other. That's how they became close. And that makes sense because, you know, the last conversation they had, Shirahoshi was complaining about something that was devastated that would happen to her. And Loki said, if that was me, I would not let that slide. And that event had to be when Shirahoshi was nearly nabbed up. She was nabbed up in the Red Line by the Celestial Dragons. That was the event that she was talking about. And the reason why the snail has a beard is because of Neptune's snail. Neptune has a beard. I'm just saying, you know, them two are gonna be hooked up, and I think they're both reincarnation of a beast. Poseidon is a beast, and Jormungandr is a beast. And I don't know if this is the devil fruit or just Loki in it, like inherently. Anyways, here this squirrel gets knocked out, and then my guy Loki eats the knot. It looks like a small little knot. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm stupid, guys. I'm stupid. The reason why it's small is it's not small. It's that Loki's hands is massive. You know what I'm saying? He just got massive hands, isn't it? He's not a knot. It's just a normal devil fruit. That's what it is. Oh, I'm slow, bro. Sorry, guys. Okay, so yeah, he turns into this giant beast. He's roaring, yeah. This roar seems like a very beastly roar. It can be, like I said, a wolf. I don't think it's a Jormungandr. I think it's a beast, yeah. My guy Fenrir cries and says, "Squeak!" Oh no, he's falling in love. Look, he's crying out of joy and love. Look, that's why he got hearts. He's actually. Hey, for now, you're taking a piss, man. That's funny as heck. Okay, so basically, yeah. Oh shit! Look at this. Look how he's moving. Oh, it might be Fenrir. Oh shit! I didn't see this panel before, guys. Let me zoom in. Yeah, let me zoom in. Oh shit! Yeah. Oh shit! It's Fenrir. It has to be. Or it could be a dragon still, but look at it. It can't be. Look, it got legs. That's legs. Look. Can you see that's one of the legs? And maybe the other leg is far behind, right? And it's dashing. Boom, 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 boom. And look, instantly. Did you eat it, Loki? Show me the legendary power. Okay, I guess at this point, yeah, Loki's back to being a human. Because why is he talking to him like that? Wait, what? No, you know, I guess he's seeing it. We can't see it because my guy's he's trying to edge us. Oda's trying to edge the freaking transformation. What the frick? Why is he edging this transformation, man? Okay, why couldn't he just show it? Oh my god, man, why you do that, Oda, bro? Okay, so my guy, yeah, he's pissed off. He said, "Did you eat it, Loki? Show me its legendary power." He tried to slap him up here, but nothing. Oh my god, did his hand just rip apart instantly? Let me zoom. Oh, sorry guys, my bad. Tried to zoom in and I messed up for you lot. Let me fix it. 2 seconds. No, okay, so we got some new people on the stream. Shout out to you lot. And we got a question from Ghost. He said, "Wasn't there a break?" Technically, this is a break, but you know how things are in Japan. You know how the leakers work. It's kind of sad, but it's what it is. The chapter should officially be coming out next week, but you know it's here. It's here, guys. But yes, please support the official release. Get Viz, bro. If you guys don't have a Viz or Shonen Jump subscription, what are you doing? It's just like £1 or £2 a month. I'm not even sponsored, but I should be. I'm not sponsored, but I'll straight up say support them. But anyways, did you eat it, Loki? And then we can see straight up here, over here. It looks like a horse. I can't lie to you. But we have to realize that Loki's turning back into a human. That's like... And instantly, you can when he attacked him, yeah, this guy's hand got ripped off. His hands. This is Harold we're talking about. Harold is like he was clashed with Roger, and they got conquerors. And this is not just Harold. This is like empowered. He's empowered by the Mark. He's empowered by Emu. He's not normal Harold. He's freaking steroid version Harold. He's like freaking super soldier. He's a beast, and he just gets clapped. Look at his hands. It's ripped apart. What the frick? Harold is not. Look, he got freaking a normal person. If he wasn't immortal, he'll die instantly. Look at his head. He got his head. His freaking got bullet. He got a shot in the head, man. Look, you can't tell me, yeah, this fruit is not broken, man. What the heck? Okay, so he realized after busting him up, yeah, that Harold is more or less gone. I don't even need to be in my full Zoan form. Let me be back to a human. He's like, Bonnet, bro, I can deal with you without this fruit. He just turned back to his normal self after slapping Harold up. Okay, so let's actually decipher, yeah. Let's work together, guys. Chat. So JDC said Fenrir is the son of Loki in Norse mythology, and it makes sense. Where it could be Fenrir, it could be like a wolf. Like if you see the transformation, remember he's transforming back into a human, so we can see the morph. We can see the biological change as well. Like it could be because of that, or it could be exactly how it looks like. But look, it has claws. But right now it's claws in humanoid like hands. So Fenrir for sure, but it still doesn't rule out the dragon. It could be Nidhogg. Ooh, Ash said, look, it could be eagle as well. What's the eagle's name in Norse? Ash? Like, what's it? So we know the squirrel is a messenger, right? So that squirrel is ruled out. That's part of Ragnar. So it's not going to be the squirrel for you 100%. Nidhogg can be still possible because Nidhogg has claws, right? And okay, Zirconia, you're onto something. Yeah, it looks like a hybrid wolf. So I guess people are leaning more towards Fenrir, right? Like it could be Fenrir. And I heard someone say it's like a horse. It looks like a horse because look at the neck and look at the the protruding. But I don't know. I feel like it's I think it's a dragon. This can still be a dragon. Like he's moving back into a human. And another reason why I feel like it's a dragon. Now this is like an offshoot theory. I don't want to like make you guys think, oh, this is what I know Balls what is cooking, yeah. But I think, yeah, the Oni people like Kaido and his race, and the giants are all they were once upon a time one race, right? And Oda's trying to, and Kaido's a person, yeah. And the reason why he started getting the dinosaur, or the in Japanese called the Ryu no Mi, which is actually is the dinosaur fruit, but it's actually dragon no Mi. Even though Kaido himself doesn't really have a dragon fruit, it's a fish fruit. Yeah, get that in mind. It's a fish fruit, but it's modeled dragon. Let's get that right. But even so, yeah, we haven't seen a dragon fruit like a Ryu, like a real dragon fruit. So I think this is it. This is the legendary dragon fruit. This is it, and it makes sense to me because. Because even like Momonosuke, right? I know he has the magic carp Gyarados fruit, which is also a dragon, right? But you have to realize why it makes thematically sense in their eyes. Because remember, Wano is a place where to get up, you have to use these special fishes. It's very linked back to fishes and magic carp. And magic carp is type of fish where it's like a legend behind it. It goes into the water and it reincarnates, or whatever. It grows and then it evolves into like this mythical dragon. That's why it made thematic sense with Momonosuke, and I guess Kaido in a way. But Kaido, I always feel like he's trying to fit into the shoe of someone else. What's the name? King said, "Oh, I think you're Joy Boy." Oh man, then he said, "No, I'm not Joy Boy." He said, "Okay, fine, you're not Joy Boy. I'll follow you." And he's feeling like I want to be the strongest, and if anyone's gonna beat me, it's Joy Boy. But he felt like he was trying to fit into someone's shoe. Like he could be Roger. So he looked up to Rocks. He loved Rocks so much, and what happened to Rocks here really hurt him. I think that psychologically damaged him, and how his crew disbanded, and everyone everyone backstabbed each other. So he wasn't a complete person. Yeah, that's why I feel like he doesn't. Oh, that's a shout out to Ash. Killingham does have a dragon fruit, doesn't he? Yeah, that's a good shout. But I think this is a real like a legendary apex, like Norse mythological dragon. Yeah, which I think is Nidhogg. Hey, look, if it's gonna be Nidhogg, I'll be happy. If it's Fenrir, I'll be happy. I don't care. Yeah, both of them is I'm good with. Yeah, but I'm leaning towards Nidhogg, not because I was saying it's Nidhogg for a while, and I'm pushing my chips on Nidhogg, and the stocks, ABD stocks will go up. Not because of that, maybe just a little, but because honestly, thematically, it makes sense. Just read it. Look at the freaking foreshadowing of his Nidhogg. Look at it. Look, it just makes a lot of sense. It just makes sense, guys. But anyways, alright, let's continue reading, yeah? He turns back into a human. And then he's like, bro, I don't even need to use my powers, man. He just goes for the final punch. Because now he got his fruit, but he got 2 devil fruits. He got 2 for the price of 1, guys. He's using his hammer, yeah. He's getting it charged up. And Loki's like, Bonnet, I'm done. So Harold's like, Bonnet, I'm done. I knew it, Loki. You have the blood of a conqueror. Oh shit, what? Okay, Harold's back. I knew it, Loki. You have the blood of a conqueror flowing through you, inside of you. Hey, if you come back to your senses then, it won't last. Don't drop your guard. Oh my god. Oh, guys, you don't even understand what this means. I'm making a video right now, guys. I'm scripting a video right now, right? And hopefully I'll put it out maybe next week. But, I don't want to spoil it for you lot. I don't know if I should be telling you, but look, there's a theory that's been going around, yeah? I'm spoiling it for you guys, bro. But I'm gonna spoil it. But watch the video, please, because only like 200 people on chat. There's only 200 people of you. So, like, every one of you guys, please watch the video when it drops. I got an idea and I got a theory. Like, it's been going around for a while, right? It's not just me that said it, but I'm molding it into a new idea. That people said that one of the Gorosei will betray Imu, right? Well, it'll be like a Trojan horse. And everyone guessing already knows which of that Gorosei is. But from the last chapter, oh bro, I'm spoiling it for you, Bonnet, man. From the last chapter, I clocked here. Look, we realized that the mark, there's 3 stages to the mark. The first stage, you basically just like you don't even to see Imu. Yeah, you never meet Imu. The Goddess can even bless you with that mark. We know that because Harold received the first mark before he even knew about Imu's existence. But what does the first mark do? The first mark, it means that you don't get any boost in power, but it means if you're inside of the freaking red, if you're near Imu or inside of the red line per se, yeah, you have to listen to Imu no matter what. You are Imu's dog. If you like, let's say you say, "No, I don't want to do this." No, you have to do it. If Imu says you do it, you do it. Just like how Harold is behaving the way he's behaving, you behave just like that. If you just got the first mark, and I don't believe it siphons any of Imu's power. And I think he can bless anyone with the first mark. And I think every celestial dragon, the head, or at least the head, has this mark, the first mark of Imu. Yeah, and if they want to go against Imu, they can't. Yeah, unless you're not like a head or a leader. That's my take. Yeah, because we know Doffy's father decided to leave, right? And if he had the mark, he wouldn't be able to leave, right? I don't think it's everyone in the Marijoa, but I think key people have this first mark, and even if they want to disobey, they can't disobey. That's exactly what Shanks said. Let me just pull up the chapter that he said it, so you don't think I'm chatting shit, yeah. But I'm spoiling this theory for you guys. You guys got the early peek of it, but I'm gonna obviously make the video and make it more entertaining, and it's gonna be fun to talk about. All right, where is it? Where did he explain it? There it is. So this is where he explains the mark, right? He said this is what, oh, by the way, this is what Shanks has as well. Shanks has this mark which I'm talking about, and the Gorosei said Gorosei gave Harold this mark before he saw Emu, so I'm pretty sure there's no limit to this mark, or there's like you can get maybe 20-30 people to have this mark because it doesn't take a lot of power, right? And Shanks has it, and he said, yo, if I can't defy, if I'm in range, I can't defy Emu, which makes sense why he got rid of his arm. Once he saw Luffy, he's like, freaking heck. He ate the fruit. He reminds me of my Captain Roger. I came over here, I believe he wanted to give it to maybe Ace or someone that he deemed worthy, right? But Luffy ate the fruit, and once he realized, wait, now the plan is in motion, I need to make sure that I don't get taken over by Emu, no matter what. Because I'm going to take the fight to Emu. We're going to fight Emu now. And I have someone. Luffy's going to beat Emu. Just give him a couple of years, he's going to beat him. So now the first plan is in motion. I need to get rid of this arm, which can be a big disadvantage. If Emu comes close to me, I'm gone. I'm mentally done. I'm going to be like a slave forever. So he cut his arm off. Oh, he let the Sea King eat his arm. But this mark, yeah, if you're not in the vicinity, yeah, you can basically be yourself. But now, yeah, imagine long time ago. We're talking about 1,000 years ago. We had 20 kings joined together, or 20 nations joined together to fight the Great Kingdom. The Great Kingdom, we know they had advanced technology. People were probably scared of them, other nations. We also know slavery was up, like quite prevalent, because we know Tartars. Tartar, what happened in Don Quixote's what's happened in Dressrosa? Yeah, Dressrosa is actually, there were slaves there, right? 1,000 years ago. And you have to realize that not all humans, oh shit. Yeah, not all humans were, how do you say it? Were good, yeah, and not all humans were bad, but there were nations, many nations. But why would 20 nations align together to beat the Great Kingdom? Maybe some of them really were scared of this great one power. But I think, like, look at Lily's ancestor, Vivi's ancestor Lily. She also joined the cause of Emu, and I believe Emu, just like he tricked Harold, tricked some of the kings, some of the more powerful kings of the nations. And some of these powerful kings, I believe that they were the Gorosei. The Gorosei, oh my god, I'm giving the video away. But the Gorosei, yeah, is, if you look closely, they are inspired by real life characters from our world. And these characters from our world were actually known for something good they did. They tried to unify people, like Gandhi Sahib, yeah. You got my Gandhi Sahib here. You got like quite a lot of them leaders, world leaders, yeah. That, I mean, they have some inherent similarities to world leaders from our world. But they're not supposed to be like, they were supposed to be national heroes of their country, per se. Now, yeah, if Emu has the power of covenant, and he tricked some of the Goroseis, or some of the leaders, yeah, with the power of the mark, and then they're in his vicinity, instantly they're under control. Just the first mark, right? And then the second mark, right, is easy to get forced into, because you're already controlled. So you'll accept the second mark willingly. And then your brain will start shifting, and you'll start being a different person. We saw that with Harold. Harold starts speaking, and if you recall, just go back. If you go down, yeah, just go down. The way Harold talks he talks similar to the Gorosei. Have you noticed I truly feel superior now? And then he talks about Emu like, oh, the great Mu. Oh, you know, he starts speaking in a way where it's like, it's not really how Harold talks. And I realized that the Gorosei speaks in the same manner. In fact, Emu talks to him about Emu in third person. So Emu, they all speak in a way which seems kind of like possessed. You get it? They're not themselves. And that's why I think the Gorosei are not, they might not be bad guys. The Gorosei might actually be innocent nation kings, where unfortunately they got taken over mentally, and it's been far too long, and they can't fight back. And to fight back, you need a great amount of Haki to fight back. We know Harold has an insane amount of Haki, because Harold he clashed with rocks. Yeah, so these guys have like insane amount of Haki, and even him, he couldn't beat it. And maybe he did it like temporarily over here, like we see right now, he temporarily stopped, but he couldn't. And I think right before Emu gets shut down, yeah, I think one of the Gorosei, his Haki will build up to the point where his identity comes back for that small moment, which gives the OG gang, give Luffy, Blackbeard, everyone a chance to defeat Emu. The Gorosei is going to be the key. Anyway, that's my theory. I'm just putting that out there. Oh shit, Jamur. Oh, that was another shout out to Jamur. Yeah, if I said your name right, because the other day I was researching this. The Skull and Hati, they're like two opposing side of the. I think they're wolves or wolves, and they basically bring bring about Ragnarok too. And one is like represent the sun, represents the moon. Yeah, these wolves are constantly chasing Sol, the sun, and Mani, the moon, respectively, embodying the threat to the celestial bodies. The Skull destined to devour Sol at Ragnarok. Yeah, 100%. By the way, I was thinking it could be that too, but then I realized it has to be have a polar opposite, which is Hati, right? So who's gonna have the Hati fruit? But it could be that too. That's a good shout. Cool. Thanks for never. Thanks forever for never. I'm gonna make that video hopefully next week, and I'm gonna add a lot more. What I said, I'm gonna add like a bit more detail on how I believe the end war will happen, how Emu's gonna get defeated, what the key elements will be to make this happen. So stay tuned. Anywho, we come back to Loki, and he's like, he doesn't want to kill his dad. He's like, what? No, dad, you're my dad, bro. If you come back, you're like, come on, man, just don't let me kill you. And my guy Harold gave up. He says, it won't last. Don't drop your guard. Look around. I'm beyond redemption anyways. He literally killed innocent giants, his own men. You were being controlled, weren't you? No, not quite. It's more like that thing is influencing my thoughts. I started considering myself a god. You have what it takes to lead Elbalf well. Try to get along with your brother, though. You're the worst, you know that? Having your own son take your life. What kind of father does that? One last thing. I almost forgot. I wanted to thank you about Ida. What are you? Burning down Alcohol Village didn't make her better, but I was touched by... Oh my god, this is actually... I can't even do a voice because this is sad. He knew that he was doing it. Oh my god. I was touched by how much he loved her. That's sad. He knew all along and he respected that. Thud. He like this, boom. Hurry, it's taking me over again. I never forgive you for making me do all the dirty work here. I love you too, son. Boom. Okay, that is a mental. So he just like okay. Another thing I want to point out, yeah. Another reason why I think it's Nidhogg, yeah, guys. This is gonna put the nail in the coffin, right? Is it? Yeah, is that the right saying? This is gonna put the nail in the coffin. Like, listen. I swear, yeah, am I tripping? But I swear, when Killingham made all of the freaking imaginary fears of the Elbalf people, like the dream making the nightmares come to life, one of them was Nidhogg. And then one of the freaking giant kids here said, "Oh no!" Or one of the giants said, "Oh my God, it's Nidhogg, the lightning dragon." Am I tripping? I need to find that panel, guys. Guys, if you find that panel, please tell me what chapter that was, because I must have read that. I remember that. I've seen that. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna find it. Guys. Oh, this is gonna be far back. It'll be maybe 149. Yeah, it's gonna be way back. Yeah, guys, you know the panel I'm talking about. I'm not tripping, am I? I'm pretty sure the people of Elbalf, they see Nidhogg as the lightning dragon. And if he's the lightning dragon, because they have rumors about this imaginary creature as lightning dragon, and this guy is Nidhogg, the real lightning dragon, it makes sense why he has the lightning power. Because how you're telling me my guy Fenrir, or like, I'm sorry, Ragnir, he's a freaking, what's it called again? Squirrel. How is he going to have the power to freaking channel lightning? I don't get it. Maybe he's like a messenger. He can take one thing from. He can send a message. Loki's sending a message to his opponent. You get me? So I think the lightning is, generally speaking, it's part of his ability. So it goes hand in hand. I could be wrong. It could be part of Ragnar, but still. Yeah, the scroll doesn't have lightning, exactly. So it makes sense, right? If I'm right, if I find that panel, yeah, then it has to be Nidhogg. Unless Fenrir or Skull or one of has lightning powers. Where is that panel, man? I'm pretty sure I saw it. Where is it, guys? It's way after this, I think. I think it's chapter 141. Hey, you guys, man, you gotta help me out, chat, man. Help me out, chat. Where is this? Where's all the dream when the dream becomes awake or come to life? Oh wait, is this it? Oh, yeah. Wait. That's a huge snake. It must be, yeah, John Mungar. It's not this one, because that's a snake, right? We know how they saw and then envisioned John Mungar. It might be before this, right? Yep. Okay. There you go, there. Over here, look, I was right. Hey, it was this panel. Hey, shout out to my memory, man. Somehow I remembered, yeah. But like, it's this panel. Nidhogg, the lightning dragon. Come on, guys. What are you talking, bro? Look, remember these guys, yeah. They're having memory. They're having reading stories about legendary figures of the past. It's not how we saw it in our world. Nidhogg, like maybe in the real Norse mythology, might not be specifically the lightning dragon per se, but to them it is. To them, look at this, Nidhogg, the lightning dragon. I'm just saying, I don't remember that shit. Okay, look. So think about it. Now it makes more sense. Oda's cooking, guys. Oda is cooking. Because now I should have put this on the tree. I didn't make a tree about this, man. I forgot about that. I just remembered it because you guys reminded me, man. You chat, man. Oh my god. That's why I love streaming, man. Streaming is get your brain working, man. Honestly, man, you guys got my brain working in here. So over here, yeah, look at this, yeah. Look what I said. Nidhogg is a serpent-like dragon that lives underground in hell, and that's what Oda called the underground hell, beneath the world tree, chewing away on it at its roots. That's exactly where Loki was chained, like I was saying. And let's not forget, he turned Elbalf's hell into his playground. Yeah, Loki literally states that he will destroy the world, which is a reference to Nidhogg's part in Ragnarok. Even Loki being born with serpent-like eyes, because serpent-like, and you know, even though it's called a dragon, it's called a serpent dragon. Nidhogg is a serpent dragon, so it kind of plays into that factor. And look at the dragon that he drew with the gang. And Loki has purple hair. Am I tripping? Does Loki has purple hair, right? That's his original hair color, right? Loki, original hair color, One Piece. I'm pretty sure he has purple hair color, bro. If he has purple hair color, all of this. Oh, come on, guys. Come on, guys, bro. What are you talking about? This is it. He has purple hair color. I just proved to you guys that Nidhogg, the people of Elbalf, they see Nidhogg as a lightning dragon. My guy just, bro, this is sick, man. And the hammer conducts electricity. Yeah, it can do that because the hammer is also a messenger. Like the scroll is a messenger. It sends the energy from one person that's holding to his target. Yeah. And also metal obviously conducts electricity. Bro, I'm telling you, we cooked this chat, man. Oh my god, we clocked it, man. It's Nidhogg. I don't care, man. If it's not Nidhogg, I'll be so pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. It has to be Nidhogg now. It has to be Nidhogg. I'll be so upset if it's not, man. He's just basically bait. Oh my god, have you seen this panel? Bloody hell, what the frick? Oh my god, that power, man. He just killed his dad with one shot. Look, he's so powerful, yeah? He just obliterated his father, but I guess he's not defending himself. It gave himself the opportunity to do this, but boom. And you can see Conqueror's coming out, because you can see the Haki generating. Like if you come over here, the Haki's coming from the hammer. That's not lightning. That lightning's over here, right? The lightning, it gets pulled in. It gets pulled in, and then boom, is Haki, lightning, everything in one go, and obliterates. Oh my god, Harold just died one shot, and he's crying his eyes out. And then he's thinking about his dad, saying, "Loki, my dear son." Bro, I can't read this. I need to zoom in. I need to zoom in, guys. I'm sorry. Zoom in. What the frick is this panel, man? Copy image. Oh my god, man. I wish I can zoom in. It doesn't even let me zoom in. This is so peak. I want to read. This is really my experience, bro. This is why you have to read official on the Wiz. Wait, let me see it over here. The only thing that really matters is securing Elbalf's future. That's what it says, guys. I know you guys couldn't read it, but that's what it says. It says the only thing that really matters is securing Elbalf's future. That's what he said before he dies, and then he just dies, and then it's the only memories lost because he thinks back to when he was a kid, and he's crying his eyes out because he just literally killed his dad. That is. Oda's peak, right? Oda is so freaking amazing, man. He's writes the saddest story. Like this poor boy he was born with something that he couldn't control, and his mother saw that and said, oh shit, that baby needs to go. Your own birth mom, threw you down the mountains, and somehow you survived. You survived that. As a baby, he survived. He's broken as heck, yeah. As a baby, he's fighting a little beast. He climbs back up somehow, yeah. And he gets rejected. He's all alone. Everyone sees him as a monster. Yeah, the only person that cares about you is your father, who's not even there. His father is never even at home because he's so busy trying to freaking trying to make Elbalf a place where people can see as a nation where to get along with other humans, right? So his father's always busy. He doesn't have no one. He's literally, his mom hates him. It's sad. Then his mom dies, right? And then his mom's family hates you. And then his mom family hates the one person that takes you in. You got Ida. Ida takes you in, right? But then Ida's biological son, yeah, you're having competition with them. You have to freaking feel like a bit lesser than the biological son. You're looking at your biological brother, I say, you know, your stepbrother, and you're thinking, oh, wait a minute. This kid has friends. He's happy. He has a nice family. I don't have a mom. My dad is hardly here. My mom threw me and dashed me. I'm a dustbin baby. I got messed up eyes. If I take my freaking bandage off, yeah, everyone's gonna bully me, bro. And then he grows up, yeah. That he finally finds Rocks. One person that he finds that he can idolize, right? He's like how Luffy found Shanks. He found Rocks. He wanted to join his crew. Rocks didn't let him join his crew. And what happened? Rocks dies. Boom, Rock's dead. All his life is going shit. One person that he really likes, one person that treat him like a son, Ada dies. Everyone around him dead. Bullied, trashed on. Mother, freaking, imagine how much scarring he got from his mother. And then the person that killed your adoptive mother, the person that cared for you, the person who looked after you, the people that killed her were your own blood. Because remember, it was the original queen, which is his mother's family. That means that's his blood, right? That's his own family killed Ada. Imagine that. So imagine how much self-hatred he has. My family, my blood killed this nice lady who looked after me. And then he went jail. He got in prison. And then the father who actually cared about you, who looked after you, who actually loved you, you have to kill him. Bro, I don't know, man. This must be one of the saddest stories ever, man. Oda writes sad stories, but he doesn't. He just takes it to the new level, man. Oda, Loki suffered, man. Loki suffered hell. It's sad. Anyway, guys, we finished the chapter. This was a peak stream. We cooked here. Look, if it's not Nidhogg, yeah, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. But the foreshadowing, yeah, Oda's giving us, I can't lie to you, man. It feels like it has to be Nidhogg. Oda is taking a piss if it's not Nidhogg. You saw that, right? You saw this like, guys, I'm gonna say it one more time, yeah. Chapter 1142. See how I found that? Yeah. Nidhogg, the lightning dragon. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. Anyways, much love to everyone on chat. Next time, hopefully, I'll get Sid, I'll get Saraj to join us. JJK stream on Sunday, which is literally tomorrow, actually. Yeah, we got JJK stream tomorrow. What time I'll probably set it to? I'll probably set it around 3 p.m. Yeah? Yeah, I'll probably set it around 3 p.m. And again, another reason I said is Dragon, by the way, I want to add, because Glodion literally said his father's like a dragon. I think all of the freaking like, you got the Oni race, you got what's his name, Kaido, you got all these people. I think Oni race is like a lower version of the giants, right? So him being a dragon, or not a false dragon per se, because he's a fish fruit, is like the representation of someone who's actually a dragon, you know. And Sid is convinced dragon is heading to Elbalf. Sid doesn't know a dragon's already here in Elbalf, the real dragon, bro. I'm gonna try to convince Sid, man. It has to be Nidhogg. Because Sid was saying for a while, and he had a good point. He said his idea and his theory was the soul fruit, the soul momi, which makes a lot of sense. He was saying, and it makes sense, that Loki said, "I am the sun god," and sol is basically, or soul is the Norse word for sun, and having the sun, an actual embodiment of the sun as a power, will fit Loki as well, because pure light against pure darkness. That's why it would make sense for him to fight Emu. But I'm thinking, I don't. How can you make the sun a Zoan? You get it? Which I think it also is another reason why it could be a dragon, because there's some myth say dragons are birthed by the suns. I know that's Game of Thrones, but come on, man. There's some myths out there that say the sun cracks in half, and then the dragon is like the egg. A sun is a dragon's egg. You ever heard that before? So it could be because of that as well. I'm just saying. I think it's a dragon. I think it's Nidhogg. I hope it's Nidhogg. Alright. I think I'm yapping way too much. Much love to everyone that came on today. Tune in tomorrow for Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm going to try to get Suraj and Adul. I don't know if they're going to join, because we're all busy. Like today, I'm going to head out to my families. Tomorrow, everyone's going to their families. It's like holiday seasons. But most definitely, we are doing a Jujutsu Kaisen stream tomorrow, so tune in for that. And wait for today's episode of Anime Balls Deep. We're going to post One Piece review and go into detail. Alright, guys. Safe, peace, and much love. Alright, I'm trying to end the stream. I don't know what the end button is. I'm an unk, man. I got it. I'll say peace.